I see a tall, dark stranger coming into your life. Just kidding. I don't see that. That's crazy. Especially since, what's so great about tall and dark? What's wrong with like a little shorter and a little lighter, you know? Good morning. We're doing some tarot. How are you? I know that was a dumb thing to say. Whatever. I'm just trying to be funny, have fun, do some tarot, talk about life. I think I've got a message. All right. Sorry, this is a weird start, but I think I've got a message. I'm going to keep it under my hat. We'll see where the cards go, what the universe is really saying. I think someone unsubscribed because yesterday, joking around, I kind of referred to the higher power as a goose. Someone maybe didn't get it. I don't know why people unsubscribe. There were two in a day after one video, and I was like, was it the goose? What is the goose part? People don't want to be an egg? Okay, but you're a good egg. You're a good egg. Why am I itchy? My nose is itchy. Is that a thing for you? You know, when Nicole said that her ear was itchy, I had my finger deep in my ear, scratching an itch. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm super curious about what Spirit wants to tell us. I won't say, well, the goose haters are gone. So whatever the great goose wants to tell us. Oh, man. Isn't life funny? All right. I have my ideas that probably came from Spirit as well, but let's see if the cards confirm it. Because it's a different message. Well, it's the same message. All right. We got the 7 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. You know what? I'm flipping this deck. Everything's coming out in reverse. We got Swords and Cups. We got masculine and feminine. What does it mean when it all comes up in reverse? Let's read real quick. I still, the feeling I get is still like turning things up on their head. You know, not doing it the old way you've been doing it. That's what comes up. But let me read, especially the Knight of Cups in reverse. Cups. A swindle or a sham. Oh, because the Knight of Cups, it's kind of that, you know, in regular, it's the romantic, you know, hey, look at me, I'm so pretty, you're so pretty, let's be pretty together, you know, flattery. But this is saying a sham or a swindle. And the 3 of Cups upside down, it's like, we're not celebrating anymore. Well, I mean, what's the opposite of coming together and celebrating? Falling apart and being upset. And the 7 of Swords is the guy running away with 5 of the 7 swords, but upside down. I gotta read this. 7 of Swords. Sound advice, a warning. Okay. Okay. It's a warning. This is a warning about things falling apart. People coming in that are... You might be meeting a tall, handsome, dark stranger, but it's not good. It doesn't look good. It looks like someone's coming into your life to disrupt it. So what did we say about the swords? This is a warning. You're being warned about something coming into your life that's gonna, you know, I don't want to sound as drastic as tear things apart, but certain things that maybe you've relied on that have been whatever are gonna crumble a little bit, and maybe you'll see some truth behind it. Does that make sense? I've noticed in tarot, when things fall apart, when it says, oh, this thing is falling apart, Tower Moon, it's usually this destruction of something false. So there's a falsity coming in that's gonna just shake you and make you like re-ground yourself and really go into those truths. That's, yeah. There's a shammy scam. You're being warned about a sham or a scam upcoming. Oh, that is very cool. That's a new message. That is a new message. And have you already noticed? I mean, maybe this is something you're already going through. Well, it's a warning. But is there some influence in your life, an energy, let's call it an energy, not a person. Is there an energy in your life that is like scamming you and making things fall apart? Talk to me, Goose. Okay, the Strength in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. I swear I turned this deck around. Every single card is in reverse right now. Every single card. Okay, let me show. I gotta show you the cards. That's the fun part. This is what happened. This is warning, and to me, this looks like, hey, things are falling apart, and this is the sham, the scam. There's something coming, but then we've got two, well, it's almost three major cards, right? All upside down. I mean, it just feels like your world's about to get flipped upside down. Like, that's the message. Oh, I hear the garbage truck coming. I was gonna wait until the garbage truck came, but I think it's a new guy, so he's like later, you know, as he's learning the route. The other guy, I could say, oh, it's 7:15. You get the garbage out there. Well, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? I can't look at my clock because it's on the camera. Oh, man. Let me read some of these, though. Queen of Cups in reverse. Emotionally empty, lost in imagination and fantasy. Oh, I'm lost in imagination and fantasy all the time. That's a good thing. But emotionally empty, because the cup is turned upside down. We've talked about that. This doesn't feel emotionally empty. This feels maybe a little lost. And let's just go right to the Fool upside down. Delinquent, pretentious. Ugh. Strength, corruption, disrespect. There's, okay. This is just telling, this isn't you, this is the influence coming in. It's just so deceptive, and it's going to worm its way in. It's going to come in as one way. It's going to come in looking good. It's going to come in looking good, and it's going to chip away at you in ways you're not recognizing right away. And it's going to sap your strength. It's going to sap the joy out of your journey. It's going to leave you feeling a little bit emotionally drained. And this is that energy, right? So you've got an energy sucker, an energy vampire. Which way is my deck? Four of Swords in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles upright. It just, okay, there's a test. There is something coming for you, and it's coming. It's coming. It's cups, it's swords, it's pentacles. We haven't seen a wand yet. Someone's coming in to disrupt your peace. Oh man. Here's the last set of three. It's like, here is a peaceful rest, like a little break. It feels like, hey, there's no rest. You're kept on your toes. This almost feels like the opposite of the Seven of Wands, right? Like Seven of Wands, you're kind of fighting for position and whatever. 10 of Pentacles, it feels like this threat is gonna threaten, like, it's someone coming in that wants to take from you. Instead of, like, this is a giving card to me, and in reverse, it's a taking card. And then the Queen of Pentacles, finally. Finally, the Queen of Pentacles. It's the first upright card. I do want to read. I'm a reader today. Queen of Pentacles, goddess of the house, home and garden, good-hearted, generous, security, freedom, sensate pleasures. It feels like, hey, if you stay grounded, if you stay knowing your truths, stay centered, keep your energetic bubble, not that you're concealing yourself, it's like who you are, fully energized. We talked about light and limiting light. And oh my gosh, speaking of limiting light, I just before I started this, I got my eye got caught on you. I know you've seen this. If you haven't watched one, it's very satisfying. It's those guys there in a white room, and it's just one guy usually, and he's got an ugly old dirty rug that they clean, and you just see the dirt come off of it and whatever. And I thought about that on a spiritual level, of course, and I was like, you know, that rug, and it was like a runner, like a hallway runner. That runner came out perfect, you know, when it was first made, and it was clean, and it had a purpose and all that stuff. And this guy found it in the dumpster, you know, all just totally filthy, just disgusting. And he brings it in and he starts cleaning it, and the big dirt comes off first, and you're just like, wow, that's a big improvement. But then he goes and he uses all kinds of chemicals and water pressures and devices and scrub brushes and machines, and then it comes out looking good as new. Finally, like at the end, as he's doing water on it, like no more dirty water's coming off. Like finally it's clean water, and the thing looks gorgeous by the end. And I'm like, that's us, you know, like in a way, you know, we're not just a piece of carpet or rug or whatever, but like we come out just fully, like here you are, you know, in your full shiny presentation. And throughout life, things get piled on, mud gets treaded on, whatever. In our souls, I feel like these little choice points come up where it's like, these people are trying to limit you, or this energy, because it's not just people, it's institutions, it's just other factors. They're gonna try to limit you, and then you have to accept those or not accept those, right? And it's so hard to not accept those limitations when you're trying to survive. And what it does is it just dims that light, so you've only got light poking through instead of breaking through. Man. And so that, I feel like that Queen of Pentacles is hey, remember your light. Look how much bright sky there is. Remember your light, remember your strength, remember who you are. Remember who you are at the start of this journey. And the journey is about, like, the whole purpose is to forget who you are and live in this tough stuff, and then climb out because you remember who you are, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, baby. Is this thing on? Have I not been recording? Oh, Spirit. Tumultuous times. Something's coming up. Some energy's coming into your life to disrupt, to flip it all. And it's not evil. They don't know how else to operate. Right? And they've got their energy, it's lacking, and they need your energy to help fill it. And you've been there, you've done that, and you've participated on both ends of this. And so now it's time for you, it feels like, to like, hey, look at the world around you, look at what's coming into your life, and you know, make those tough decisions. Yeah. The Hierophant in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, and then the Hermit upright. Okay, this is what it feels like. Someone's coming in deceptive, like, hey, we're gonna help you, we're gonna help your community, but really they're trying to help themselves, and you've got to separate from that influence. If it's not resonating, get the heck out. Get the heck out. Oh man. You know what's super funny is the last couple of days I've been, asking for help. And one of the things I've asked for is, especially last night and today, I'm like, all these readings sound the same to me. It's all about healing. It's all about healing. And in a way, I get it, because that's the most important part. Like nutrition, you could look at a million different diets, but the most important part is don't put crap in your body, And the most important part about your brain and your mind is don't put crap in there. Like if you want your mind messed up, feed it crap, feed it the news, feed it whatever false things that are out there, and dive into it, and then you'll have a hard time thinking straight. And spiritually, I don't know what to tell you, because growing up I just felt like so much of it felt false, and those were the official, hey, this is the way, and it just felt, it didn't ring, and so I feel like these cards, especially in a world of upside down cards that are trying to figure their own thing out, is, hey, like, serenely, you've got enough light, just, and remember who you are. You're bigger than this. You're bigger than these little details and this little struggles, although the struggles are the part of life, right? So like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, Spirit. What else? The Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. And the Tower in reverse. I swear I turned the deck around. Oh, man. This is just interesting. The Tower in reverse. Let's start there. That's the one that's pulling my eye. We'll start with the Major. The Tower. Catastrophe, but to a lesser degree. Okay, Four of Cups. Omen, prophecy. Holy cow. This is very different reading. Well, Three of Pentacles. It's such a different reading. Taking the easy route. So if we're saying, if in order, left to right, taking the easy route, Four of Cups, there's an omen or a prophecy, and then the Tower, upside down Tower, a catastrophe. Taking the easy road leads to some catastrophes. Not major ones. This isn't the major. I would say this is dissonance, right? This is the vibration of when it doesn't resonate. It's dissonant. And that's what this is. This is, if you go and take the easy road, you're gonna get shaken, right? You're gonna get shaken. And what's the easy road? Get along, go along to get along. That's the easy road. And you need to maybe separate yourself from this kind of energy. Separate yourself. Oh man. Oh universe. Oh great spirit. Oh creator. Oh source. Okay, I'm doing this. The Star in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. The Star is usually the calm after the storm and things kind of being pieced back together. The Page of Wands, it feels like somebody out there exploring the world with new eyes. The Seven of Cups. To me, it's either glorious or confusing, right? Like so many choices don't know what to do, or it's glorious because, hey, we've tried the other choices. We know what works, what doesn't work. We've got one great choice left and it's glowing. But all of these are in reverse. I asked for a different reading and this is as different as we're getting. I swear the deck, I swear. Well, let's start with the Star. Oh, my finger was right on it. 17, arrogance. Haughtiness, arrogance. Ooh. Page of Wands. Well, where'd you go, Wands? You're in the W's. Page of Wands. In reverse, rotten news, telling a tale. I feel like this is the person coming in. This is describing the person coming in. What was that, Star? Someone arrogant, someone lying. And then Seven of Cups in reverse. Does it mean like taking away your choices? Making you feel like you don't have a choice? I'm not reading on this one. I don't want it to ruin this. Yeah. It's somebody's coming in and they're doing the Knight of Cups. But what they're doing is they're lying to you. They're crafting the story to make you feel like you have no choice but to go along with that story. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. You've played this out before, and I feel like you know what to do. You know what to do. All right, Spirit. Last message. Let's talk about our strength dealing with this. Here we go. Queen of Wands, the Chariot, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, we've got our wands and we've got our wands now. So it's each of these is seated in their own individual thing, you know? I feel like, yeah, get into that queen energy, that Queen of Wands energy. That's the deal, and that's what's gonna take you where you need to go. I really want to read all these. Well, not the Chariot. We know what the Chariot's doing. We know you're the Chariot. Okay, check this out. The Chariot is dead center, and I love the black and white sphinxy things that are up here. Is that right? Is that the Sphinx? Or it's just, yeah. It's that balance. When you are centered and balanced, and you're remembering your strengths, you're not going to fall for this wounded energy. That's the nicest way I'm going to say it. You're not going to fall for this wounded energy. As nice a package as it's going to come in. Yeah, my early message was don't put garbage in. Like if your body hurts, don't put garbage in it. Like it's probably an accumulation of putting, you know, if you just were raised on McDonald's, you think that's food and you don't feel good and you don't know why, because what are you doing? You're just eating food, but it's McDonald's, right? Or fast food, whatever. Junk, it's sugar. Same with your mind. If you're putting crap in, you're gonna be looking out through crap lenses, right? I'm gonna do one last card with the old Earth Warriors. But this feels more specific than just generally. It feels like there is an influence coming in to trick you. And they don't feel like it's a trick. They just feel like this is how I survive in the world. Oh man, the top card has this beautiful butterfly, moth. I already saw that moth, didn't we? My finger's on this card. It's drawing me because it's the darkest card. Oh, hey, Amuwara, Sage of Higher Knowledge. It's Amuwara or Amwara? It's a 12, which breaks down to a 3, which is the magic number. Sage of Higher Knowledge. You will distill the drop of wisdom from a veritable sea of information, opinions, and options. You know, and that's the whole reading was chaos, except for the only upright ones were these solitary, you know, centered things. Oh my gosh. Information, options, and options. As you hold space with patience, intuition. As you hold space with patience, intuition will spontaneously arise, providing the necessary flash of insight. Instinctual intelligence will support your intuition, providing stark and honest gut awareness about the reality of a situation. Oh my gosh, why am my reading is just terrible. As you inform yourself and gently assert confidence in your decision-making ability, you will navigate what is unfolding in a constructive manner. Give yourself permission to trust your process and your timing. That's what we talked about yesterday. Then act when the way becomes clearly known to you. You will recognize the right thing at the right moment. All right, so there's some energy coming to distract you from your path. And this is saying, you know your path. And just sink into it, trust into it. Oh, Amuwata. I don't know. Amwata. I am Wada, mostly 70%. I don't know the percentage. Is that all I had to say? I think so. I went straight on today. Coming straight on to you. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. If it's saying to you, you know, dance along. If it didn't, turn it off. So, yeah, find your own song. No, just kidding. Yeah, maybe. I hope I'm not the bad influence. I am not a tall, dark, handsome stranger. I'm cuter than that. Oh my gosh, I haven't told you I loved you. Well, I do. And yeah, I know you're going to get through all these troubles and you're always going to come out better off for it. And oh my gosh, do you guys remember, you have to be old for this one, the Stop the Insanity lady? Like, she had her head shaved, like all her hair was about this long, like this looks like hippie hair compared to what she had. It was bleached blonde, like totally bright, you know, blonde. And she did aerobics and she's like, stop the insanity, you know, whatever's going on in the world is messing you up, and it's all about oxygen and moving your body and eating potatoes. And she was like this hip, very attractive lady, and but very out there. And then it came out like cocaine was a big part of how she stayed lean. I don't know. I don't. That was the story fed to us. And but then she was on some morning show now as a 67-year-old lady, and she's driving Uber Eats, whatever. And just the brief little thing was about, you know, how money mismanagement by like not questioning anybody that was helping her, all that stuff. But her spirit, her energy was amazing. She has been eating it for about 3 decades. And but like, no, it's just life. Like, that's her flavor of life, and she's living it. And she went through this high fame and money and down and working her way like a normal person through it. And it's like super awesome. Very inspiring to me. Suzanne Powter, Powter. I think there's a documentary coming out. Might be worth the watch. I am not an advertiser. Oh no. But that might be worth the watch because it highlights something about the human spirit. And that's what we're here for, right? So bless you, bless your day and your life, and I love you, and I that's it. That's all. Goodbye.